Alright, so we last time we did the magical DPS quest. Now we have the healer one to do, which has some interesting characters. Interesting cast of characters. I was really wanted to know what happened to our involved, and also for Dola as well. And Robon's there too. I mean, it would be real cool to see what's going on with those three. Maybe Elise will be in there as well. That'd be nice. If you're ready to lend us your aid, I apprise you of the situation. We receive reports of a creature believed to be a blasphemy stalking the streets of Alamigo. Troops have been assigned to track and slay the beast, but there are likely to be casualties. With most of the healers posted elsewhere, we had thought to petition you for aid. Why can I be such a dick? Well, I was like, I guess your soldiers aren't good at DPS. Once again, we're in your debt. We shall inform Commander Alden forthwith. My comrades in the Immortal Flames will be glad to have you watching over them. You see, as there are no sightings and blasphemies in our lands, we have joined our Alamigan allies in their hunt for the fiend. Trouble is, the majority of our healers are working day and night to treat the tempered Imperials caught in Pagaldan. For that reason, we too will be glad of your help. Aye, your presence alone will be a great comfort to the troops, I'm sure. As time is of the essence, I ask that you make your way to Alamigan Quarter and report for duty. Commander Alden is overseeing the hunt, and you shall expect to... he will explain upon your arrival. May Ralgo grant you strength. Hooray! So yeah, no, I know Fordola, not one of the most favorite characters, but I like her. I like her development. She's really cool. I think she went through a lot. So overall, I'm excited to see her story. I feel like this would be a finished to her story, wouldn't it? I also like Lise, so I guess I'm in the minority. Like, alright. Even though I have heard criticisms of Lisa's part in Stormblood, and I can sort of agree with some of it. Some of it is a little overblown. I still like her as a character. Alright, Blasphemy Hunter, hello. There's a cute cat girl with an axe. Ah, Mistress Joyster, we were told you were on your way, but this is even quicker than we expected. I'll tell Commander Alden you've arrived. One moment, please. So, you doing anything later, or? Glad you can join us. Hey, buddy! Looking fit as a fiddle, as always, man. Our bro, Robon. Now that the greater crisis has been resolved, we may and must turn our undivided attention to matters of a smaller but no less deadly scale. I'd like nothing more to hear about your recent adventures, but I'm afraid such pleasantries will have to wait. Oh, goodness gracious, that looks like it. As our man in Tavner will have told you, a blasphemy is loose in Alamigo. When it first appeared, the city guard were able to get most of the bystanders to safety, and for a mercy, those caught in the chaos only suffered minor injuries. But the fiend managed to escape and has not been seen since. We must find it soon, for as long as it remains at large, every man and woman and child is at risk. And also the wind outside is fucking howling, Robon. What the hell? Is that the blasphemy? Seriously, the wind outside is howling. Goodness gracious. As was the case in Dabner, the blasphemy's very existence seems to spur the creation of lesser beasts. The longer it is allowed to roam free, the more tragedy our people will suffer. Did anyone see the change take place? That's the number one question I'll ask. It's like, are you sure it's a blasphemy? I mean, well, what else could it be? Aye, there were several eyewitnesses who gave the same account. A man walking through Alamigan Quarter fell to his knees all of a sudden, and a moment later transformed into a monstrosity we now pursue. It's like, oh, we were actually confused. It was just a giant fat chocobo attacking everyone and killing them. But beyond the fact he was a young Highlander, we know next to nothing about him. Even the descriptions of his appearance are too vague to help identify the lad. And we have no clues as to his name or background. For all we know, he might not even been born in Alamigo. Might have been the son of refugees come to visit. There are other possibilities we're investigating, though. That said, I doubt the circumstances are unique. Blasphemies and beasts are born when men are overcome by despair. Whatever drove him to turn likely could have done the same to another. Therefore, if we are to prevent future tragedies, it is imperative that we identify and address the underlying cause. Until we do, we'll have no choice but to deal with the afflicted the only way we know how, by granting them a quick death. Yeah, that's not great. For now, I would have you join the hunt and keep my men from falling prey to these creatures. Are you up for it? Yeah. You have my thanks. And as chance would have it, we've received word that a number of beasts were spotted on the outskirts of Alagana. The troops stationed there have already put them down, but were wounded in the process. First and foremost, we need medical attention, and that's where you come in. I'll meet you there. Time to get on my magic staff. There's only one teleporter in this entire area? What the fuck? Oh, okay, no, it's a bigger area than I thought. What the hell? Like, to be honest, I do not remember the fuck out of this area. What? I don't remember anything about this place. That's sadly a problem in a lot of the Alamigan areas where they looked very similar, and I could not tell the difference between them. Even the final zone. Except for that one lake in the middle, which is kind of frozen. Although the soldiers were able to lead the beasts away from the village and culled a lot of them, the victory did not come easy. At times like these, our lack of healers is most sorely felt. I dare say they've yet to receive any treatment at all. See to their wounds while I survey the area for any stragglers that may have escaped. Once I've completed my patrol, I would head to the village to gather eyewitnesses' reports. Look for me thereafter. Okay, here we go. Do I just cast Cure or something like? Oh no, not Dia. That's the killing one. Here, take this. You can cure. No, I'm trying to cure him. You know what? Fine. I guess I would just heal like this. Take that. Gods be good. I feel reborn. Hold on. You're Joanna, aren't you? I can't believe it. You're the one who inspired me to join the resistance in the first place. And now you've come to save me in my hour of need. I'll never forget this. Thank you. Thank you. No problem, wounded fighter. Here, take this cap away. Some cat treats. Joanna tosses cat treats. I saw them change right before my eyes. Those were monsters I killed, but innocent men. I know it's tough, but it had to be done. There were others we had to protect, and thanks to you, I can continue to do just that. Once I made my way back, I'll give it a full account. The families, they'll understand. My Butterfinger mount. How is the wind right now? Let's see. Let's see how tough the wind is out here. You remember FF7 and Cosmic Canyon? This little like part here kind of reminds me of it, just a little bit. Oh wait, there's a little thing up there. Hang on. I thought it was supposed to snow, but it is not snowed at all. But the wind is wild right now. How about? Oh jeez, it's very strong. It's like about 33 miles per hour. But it's at its peak right now. I'll probably die down soon. Why would you let me jump off? This is a nice area, though. Nice little view here of the mountains, as you may want. Let me jump off. That's not what I meant to do. Jerks. Hello. How are you doing? For treating the wounds of those soldiers, you have my thanks. And theirs too, no doubt. It seems they were indeed successful in slaying all the beasts, and my search isn't any indication. But we must remain vigilant. I've also spoken with several people who witnessed the moment of the transformation, though the ordeal has understandably left them rather shaken. Oh, why did I not notice you until now? I mostly looked at this person in front of me that almost looked like Conrad, and I was like, is that Conrad? Conrad's dead. How is he alive again? I'm so sorry, Arvold. I didn't see you. Hi, Arvold. I have very tunnel vision type sight at times. I hear you've been through a fair few ordeals yourself, Joanna. It's good to see you, though. Hope you're doing well, man. I was really hoping you would, like, drive a mech and walker. As for me, I've been kept busy with this and that. Like getting the hang of this wheelchair. Obviously, it has its limitations, but it gets me where I need to go. I've been working with this new organization as well, which is what brought me here. But no sooner had I arrived than those locals turned. Ragnfrid, I heard you were there when it happened. What can you tell us? The ones who underwent the change are the very people we were trying to help. Perhaps I should explain from the beginning. The meeting Elise held in the Royal Palace marked a turning point for all of Girabania. It spurred us to open a dialogue with the peoples and communities we otherwise would have shunned. But there's still so many problems to be addressed, and countless souls struggling to build new lives for themselves. I decided to form a volunteer group, the Silver Griffins. Our main concern is the welfare of Alamegans who sided with the Empire, for whatever reason, and helping them find their place in society in particular. The surviving families of Crania Lupi. Ah. I thought you despised the skulls, since they, tried to kill you guys, and when worked with the Garlemald people. Make no mistake, I've not forgiven them. I don't have that in me. I doubt I ever will. But the memory of that day in the palace, of Fordola asking to be locked up again after saving us all, it stayed with me. Got me to thinking about why she and the other youths would commit such atrocities. Why they'd swear to serve the Empire. And the answer was simple, because they'd seen what we'd seen and suffered much the same. In a hell where all we were condemned, they chose to betray one brother to save another. That's how the Garleans win, not by breaking you, but by making you break yourself. By making that choice the right one, for a man at the end of his tether. Healing only begins with liberation, and some scars never will regardless. Those who return from foreign lands may have difficulty carving out a living here, but the ones who pledged allegiance to Garlemald. This is not the Alamigo we dreamed of, but after 20 years of misery, I'll not see it all thrown away because we can't come to terms with the past. That's why I've formed the Silver Griffins. I really wish you wouldn't call it the Griffins, though. It has a lot of connotations. Fucking goddamn. Oh man, I can't remember his name. Sloppy man. Whatever, fuck that dude. To see that no one is cast aside. It's a cause I support, and that's what brought me here today. I've been acting as a mediator. And in the short time he's been with us, he's proven himself a natural. But despite our early successes, the families of the Skulls continue to refuse our help. Why? I think I see where this is leading. They're the ones who turned, yes? It comes as no surprise their kin tormented and murdered fellow Alamegans. Anyone with a conscience would feel shame and guilt. And for some, it may be too much to bear. I think I might know now. I might know why they're turning us away. It's a sensitive matter, though. So let's go somewhere where we won't be overheard. You know, we have technology. You think we'd be able to give him like an automatic wheelchair? Sid could totally build it for him. Should have asked him to do that. It's about one of the men who turned. I saw his memories. Oh, that's right. Other people can do that. I never get the chance to talk with a lot of them. With the echo. I'll not pretend I understand it, but tell us what you learned. You still not understand the echo? It's been like a year. Okay, my headcanon has been almost like a year. A couple months at most. I only got a glimpse, but that was enough. It was during the occupation. A man raising his son. Only the two of them, but they were a family. To keep the boy clothed and fed, he chose to side with the Empire. He knew what others would say, but he did it anyway. And so he was branded a traitor. Every day his son listened to the jeering, the insults. There was nothing he could do. When he came of age, he joined the Skulls and hoped they would make life easier for his father. Never dared to question his orders, no matter how depraved. He died in the revolution, but not before killing his own countrymen. His father wept not for the betrayer and murderer, but for the man he could have been. He blamed it all on himself, right up until the change took him. And he became the blasphemy. I can only pray he and his boy have finally found peace they were denied in life. Alas, there is an all too familiar tale. They cannot forgive themselves, nor can they see how anyone else could. It's very similar to Fordola. The sins of their kin weigh heavy on them. They think themselves undeserving of our compassion. Also, I don't know if he is the blasphemy. It could be someone else entirely. If they carry on like that, they'll turn into beasts. We've got to help them before it's too late. Growing up half Guardian and Alamigo, I know how it feels to be shunned and hated. To hate myself. But so long as we give ourselves and others a chance, we can change for the better. And while I might not be as clever or eloquent as someone like Alpha, I know I can make a difference. I might not be quite the swordsman I used to be, but I'm still a fighter at heart. And I owe it to Abba and Ali to make the most of this life so long as I've got it. I think were those characters or Scion's headquarters? It's been so long since I can't remember. And they died when the Guardians attacked. We Silver Griffins will give our all to see that no beasts or blasphemies ravage Girabania again. So Commander Alden, do we have your approval to continue our work? Of course. There's no enemy more formidable than despair. I'd be a fool to refuse your help. That even single one of our people has succumbed to the transformation is proof of our failure to protect them. Therefore, I pledge the Silver Griffins my unconditional support. Together we will prevail. Yeah! Now that we have Joanna on hand to aid the troops, I believe we are ready to face any beasts we encounter. Though I fear it is only a matter of time before the others appear, I ask that you lead the Silver Griffins, lend the Silver Griffins your assistance in the meantime. Okay. I'm gonna say no. Very good. For now, let us return to the city. Bum, 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 bum. The hell? How did I get the camp broken? Oh, I must have clicked on, like, the dude who teleports you to Garlemald. I got the camp broken glass there. I was like, wait, why am I there? The hell? Oh, hello. Another area. How have I not noticed these areas before? I guess I don't explore them that well. Hang on. Got it. Do I have to jump on it? I swear if I do. I did it. Nice. That's not what I wanted to do. This is a cool city. I am Batman. Whoa! Ow. Never mind, maybe I'm not Batwoman. If only I could kneel like the Cat Boys. Those who harbor guilt do so not because they are weak of heart, but because they have failed to meet the demands they make of themselves. It was the same for me when I believed that my failures had led to the Sultana's assassination. The despair and self-loathing were indescribable. I was fortunate that you and the other Sarans came to my rescue, that I had friends who convinced me I was more than the sum of my worst mistakes. Now we must do the same for the people of Alamigo. We must help them to heal and find the strength to, if not forgive, then come to terms to who we were, so that we look to who we can be, who we should aspire to be. This is precisely why the work of the Silver Griffins is so vital. Though our problems are now new, the emergence of this deadly phenomenon means we cannot afford to delay addressing them any longer, and will be better for it ultimately. Once we've decided the course of action, you'll be the first to know. Until then, may Ralgar watch over and keep you. I guess that's the trend in a lot of these role quests, and then Walker is the societal problems are making people depressed and causing blasphemies. Fix societal problems. We were hoping you'd stop by. I'll show you to Commander Alden at once. Wait, come back. Aw. She was cute. I was like, yes, I'm sorry. Your welcome sight as always, Joanna. Aye, and lots happened since we last spoke. We Silver Griffins been keeping busy. As have I and my men, but I'm afraid we've little to show for our efforts. Although we've been searching high and low for our blasphemy, we've seen neither hide nor hair of it. Unfortunately, everyone has had better luck. We received reports of lesser beasts throughout Girabania, and putting them down is as important as hunting the blasphemy that got away. To complicate matters, rumors have been circulating that these beasts were the Skull's kin. While this was true of the recent incident in Alagana, we cannot have people jumping to conclusions, given what they might feel tempted to do. It has been suggested that we take individuals into custody, for their own protection as much as safety of others. But, well, that would only isolate them even further and give credence to the rumors. The recent unrest has hindered the efforts of the Silver Griffins to no end. Therefore, I ask that you aid them in their endeavors and see if there is aught that can be done. Also, you'll be joined by another volunteer. Try not to be too surprised. Oh, it's obviously gonna be Alice. I found my ears burning. Hey, yo, what up? Hello, friend. Shut the fuck up. And it's like, okay. I said I don't need a keeper, but they did bloody listen. Did they bollocks? She says bollocks. That's funny. Come on, don't be like that. That's what you agreed to. Besides, you never know how you might need of a healer. And there's none better than Joanna. Even though I've been a monk most of my life, but yeah, sure. Are you sure there's none better than me? You guys maybe got the wrong gal. He's right. You've earned a measure of trust, and this shouldn't be taken to mean otherwise. The Steves we are now, are we now? And there's no need for this sodding collar. Aye. We all know it's coming off, and it's not coming off anytime soon. But if this is how it's to be, then fine, so long as she keeps out of my way. What's with the collar? Does it kill her or something? I want the two of you to visit Silver Griffin's headquarters in Alagana. Several relatives of the Crania Lupa have agreed to meet with them, and we could do with a measure of precaution. If anyone so much mentions the skulls, I'll deal with it. Understood? How? You're not gonna kill them, right? Let's get this over with. Is this a good idea? She's as much risk of turning as anyone. Maybe even more so. Then why did you pair me up with her? You don't need the Echo to see the weight she's carrying. She's still not gonna handle her own Echo either. Sometimes the visions come in without warning, and with such force, that's all she can do to stay standing. There's no telling what might happen when she comes face to face with the family of former comrades. So look out for her, please. This is me to protect her. I'm not a therapist. I wish there was more I could do for her myself. But we've all got our own duties, and I'll see them true to the end. So must we all. For Fodola's lead, we're counting on you both. But be ready to step in even if she curses you for it. Oh, it's fine. I can bonk her with this stick. Teleporting. Yo, Fodola, you haven't killed anyone, have you? That doesn't answer my question. I had a feeling Rabon would send you, Joanna. But as for her... If you got any complaints, take it up with the commander. No, it's fine. Truth be told, ever since the day at the Royal Palace, I've been thinking. Stop. You don't want to say it, and I don't want to hear it. To the matter at hand, then. We Silver Griffins have been working to support the relatives of the Crania Lupi. But one family has gone missing. A mother and her parents who lived together under the same roof. One of ours paid them a visit, but they were nowhere to be seen, and when they went inside to check, they found the house had been torn to shreds. Thick gouges in the floors and walls made by beast claws by the look of them. You think they've turned? Ah, that's the most likely explanation. Please do what you can. We must before anyone else gets hurt. There's no time to waste. I'll head west, you east. What about north and south? Oh, we'll get to north and south later. Alright, we're going in. There's gotta be a secret passageway in the waterfalls. Video games have taught me this much. Let's fucking go! I said, let's fucking go! Alright, let's go. Let's not talk about what happened. Whoop. Hello? It's a blasphemer. Time to do my damage. Like this. Like this. And more of this. And you know I can do this? You bet you didn't. Oh man, what am I gonna do next? Oh, maybe a glare 3? Oh, maybe another glare 3. Oh man, you don't know. Take that. I did it. In the dirt, you spy an envelope containing a crumpled, tear-stained letter. Oh, read the letter? Yeah, let's go ahead. Why not? Dear Mother, I hope this letter finds you well. Time is short, so I must keep this brief. Although I have never done anything to make you proud, I promise you things will be different when the war is over. Until then, take care and know that I love you with all my heart. Placing the letter back in its envelope, you turn your attention to finding the others. Well, that sucks. But don't worry, we'll find the mom. She'll be okay, probably. I think. Sure, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's Endwalker. Everyone turns out okay in Endwalker. Both physically and emotionally. Another foul beast. Alright, I'll watch this. Some glare 3s. A bit of that. So I keep forgetting that SCs actually does damage. I only think of it as a non-damage attack ability. I may have done damage to the lightning sprite and now it's attacking me. Hang on a second. I just gotta kill it. You fuck off. I'm having a moment right now. I don't need to attack you anymore. Dia better kill you. There we go. Alright. The wedding ring. You discovered what appears to be a wedding ring, with a name and date engraved on the inside. With seemingly no more clues to be found, you decide to report to Ragnar. Yeah, it's probably the mom. Alright, we did it. I found all of them. Wait, there's a boss here? Boss fate? Do I get anything for doing this? No, there's no bicolored gemstones in Stormblood. I could do it as a... Why would I want to do it as a Dark Knight? It doesn't give me anything. So, you find anything? What's done is done. Okay, she killed all of them. That's cool. Were you able to find anything? Myriad scuffs and scratches. Well, the inner is marked with only a name and date carefully engraved. Now deceased member of the Crania Lupi. Yeah. Then it was as we feared. I found and killed the third. It was carrying this. A matching ring. I'll deliver these effects to the next of kin and arrange for a funeral, or as close to one as possible under the circumstances. Yeah. There's no changing the past. We'll always carry it, and the scars. But no matter who we were or what we did, we're Alamekans then and now. The Empire was our enemy then, and now it's to spare. Good words and deeds will serve us best in this fight. Weapons, even an old man like me can yet wield. That was a fast mount, by the way, just fucking zoomed past us. Thanks to the two of you, the missing villagers may finally be laid to rest. And the other Silver Griffins will redouble their efforts to prevent any further tragedies. I finished checking the wares, sir. Everything's in order. Good work. Take a rest, lad. You more than earned it. Keep this to yourselves, but Everett's younger brother was a member of the Crania Lupi, and he's exactly the sort of person we're trying to help. Like many of the others, he was reluctant to talk to us at first, but after we gained his trust, we were able to help find him work. He's taken to do it well. That's good. Good for him. Hello, I am a warrior of light. I do things. It's the butcher. Traitors. All of us, skin slaves deserving of hate and death. Hate and death. Has someone ever given this man therapy? No! Hey, breathe, my buddy, breathe! Does he have the echo? Also, is he like having a moment like that? Get back! Get back! No! Oh man, dude, we suck at our job. Joanna, anytime now. Seriously, Joanna, what? Why is a warrior like nerfed in these cutscenes? She's just standing there. Also, nothing happened to her. She was just like, oh yeah, whatever. Stay away from her. Podola saved your girl's life. I know, but she's... It happened in an instant. That poor lad. But it had to be done, and without hesitation, would have been much worse otherwise. I guess that's why I didn't help out. I guess I was hesitating. Could you go after Fordola and see to her wounds? I'll do what I can here. That's a weird triangle crystal there. Like I walked away from you and now I'm here. Oh, of course they, well, you know, cutscenes and how they work. Did anyone doing this fate? No, no one's doing that fate. Okay. I maybe would have done it if I wanted the experience on Dark Knight. I'm fine. Leave me be. No. I'm healing you, otherwise I'm bonking on you in the head. I said I don't need your help. I'm a healer. Let me do my job. God, you're like a dog with a bone. Go on then and make it quick. Alright, here we go. Choo. There you go, buddy. Carl can't change its spots. There's no washing the blood off my hands. Nor would I, even if I could. Taking up Garlean's steel was the first choice, but not the last. Like the first kill, the hardest. Every choice after that came easier and easier, until I stopped counting, stopped caring. You tell yourself it's right. It's for the greater good. You give the order. Feel the ground tremble as cannon fires, and when the dust settles and your own men are buried beneath the rubble, and you tell yourself. No! Oh shit! Oh no! Hey, snap out of it. Me too. God! I won't let it take you. I still have to bonk you on the head with this stick. Breathe. That man in the village. I saw his past. I'm the one who killed his brother. I'll be alright. I just need a moment. Can you wait with me? Yeah, sure. If you want, we should just get some burgers. You want that? You want some burgers? I don't think you have burgers here, but still, whatever. Yeah, you got an Alamigo. Everything the skulls fought for, the sacrifices we made, the things we did. In the end, it was all for none. Sometimes I look back on the road I walked and the bitterness I can still taste, and I wonder, if I'd grown up in another time, another place, would I have done the same to a different people? Was it always in me to be me? That's a very good introspection. All I know is everyone would have been better off if I'd never been born. That's pretty tough statement to say. But I was, and I dragged others into a hell of my own making. I remember these two brothers in particular, childhood friends of mine. The older one enlisted with me, but the younger, he would never have made it as a soldier. He was too kind, too good. Ansfrith died at Specula Imperatoris, and his brother's still out there somewhere. Not that I've got the courage to face him after what I did. Oh, god damn it, the brother's blasphemy, isn't it? Oh, it probably is. Oh, god. Well, that's not good. I hope he's found the life he deserves. Yeah, Vernola, he probably has. Sure. Not all the cranial lupi at the towers died that day, though. I know from one of my visions that at least one survived. Rudolph. I'm glad he made it out, but too many others didn't. Too many others still need our help. I helped make this blasphemy, and by Ralger, I'll kill the bastard if it's the last thing I do. Anyway, that's enough out of me. I'll be heading back to the city to make my report. I suggest you do likewise. Well, that was a lot. Like I said, I only heal physical wounds. I am not a therapist. Are involved. This was a mistake. I don't know what I'm doing. There's no therapy job in this game. Imagine that's the next crafter or gatherer. A crafter. We craft your emotional scars. I don't know. Fuck it. Therapy. What do you gather? I don't know. Books. Librarian. Hey, yeah, what up? Welcome back. For those already given her account, I'd like to hear yours too. You know, we killed some blasphemies, that's really it. So she almost turned into a beast herself. Well, I have to take that into consideration before sending her out into the field again. As far as the events of Lagana are concerned, the two of you did well. Despite the appearance of several beasts, you were able to prevent any further casualties. However, it serves to confirm that those with connections with cranial lupi should be considered at risk of turning. Over the years, many of them have drifted away from the larger settlements and have taken to living in secret. Others made their way to Ul'dah as refugees, including some individuals of interest. As such, we'll be working closely with the Immortal Flames to locate and offer support to refugees in particular. In fact, I plan to make the journey there for an audience with the Sultana. Once my preparations are complete, perhaps you might accompany me. I'm sure she'll be glad to see you. Yeah! Let's go meet the Sultana. He disappears. So, you like healers, or, Here to see Commander Alden, I take it? This way, please. Is that just a regular axe? It's like, it's a regular ass axe. Yeah, I get that level 1 axe sometimes to protect this place. Our request for an audience with the Sultana has been accepted. Before we depart, I'll share what we learned since last we spoke. The blasphemy continues to elude us, all the while driving others to succumb to despair in turn. Even with Alamegan and Ul'dah forces searching for signs of beasts and more potential victims, we've yet to discern a pattern in the chaos. Nevertheless, if our blasphemy is like others, its behavior will likely be dictated by the passions or regrets of the man it once was. Therefore, any information concerning him and the life he led may help us track it down before it strikes again. Right, yes. We don't want people to shun the families with skulls any more than they already are. But the fact remains that the vast majority of the beasts have been born from them. They're the ones at greatest risk of turning, without question. but it other concerns me too. She came up close to transforming once before, so I think it might be best if we keep her out of this after all. No offense, I kind of thought that we should have done that. But I don't get the choice, do I? Okay. She deserves a chance to make amends. Why not? You know, put her in the fucking front lines of trauma. That's a good idea. I'm inclined to agree with Joanna. She was able to resist the transformation and has shown no signs of succumbing since then. If she wants to do her part, I say we let her. If only I could go in her stead. Listen, we make a mech wheelchair. You shoot guns from it. It'll be awesome. Just call Sid up. Actually, I was hoping you'd come with us to meet Sultana. I believe she would benefit greatly from your understanding of the struggles our people face. You'd gain from the experience too. While she's not the sort to brandish a sword and charge into battle, we'll soon discover that she's a champion of her own arena, as brave as any warrior. I doubt she'd have much to learn from the likes of me, but it would be an honor to make her acquaintance. Arnvald, and I will go on ahead and wait for you. The hustling strip. See you again anon. Alright. To the hustling strip. Okay, let's see what we got here. It's right here. Are we only on the third quest? Why does this guy look like Assassin's Creed? Oh, those are new lifts. What is that? What mask is that? Oh, that's the Crypt Lurker. What's Crypt Lurker? That's Crystarium Davard. Moleskin Arm Guards of Healing. Imperial Long Kilt of Healing. Arm, I guess, or that's a bit, yeah. Nice boots. Where is it? It's even deeper in. There, up there. The Chamber of Rule. I have so many names for this place. The Hustling Strip. The Chamber of Rule. Like, stick with one. The Chamber of Rule is the better one out of all of them. Whatever, I guess. Armbold. We have a little bit of problem. We didn't actually have wheelchair accessibility. You'd think we would, but we don't. Do you want us to carry you, buddy? This actually really doesn't happen. There's not many characters in this game with wheelchairs. Hey, Papa Sean, nice to see you. Let her out of my sight for a moment. Are you fucking serious, Papa Sean? She's gone. It's the first time I've been back here since I discharged myself from the infirmary without telling anybody. Mind. I must remember to stop by and offer my thanks and an apology. Yeah, a little bit. Master Papa Sean was telling us Anonymous, or should I say Lady Lilira, has gone on another one of her jaunts about the city. Though it's not my place to question her Grace's judgment, I do wish she had consulted me before running off on her own. And perhaps I'm overthinking it, but it's unlike her to keep guests waiting. If I may say so, sir, with blasphemies appearing throughout the land, it's a dangerous time to be going on for a stroll. I suspect that may be the very reason she wishes to see herself how the citizenry fare in these trying times. Even so, it's downright reckless. We'll find her, though. Yeah, we'll find her. No, I couldn't possibly allow such esteemed guests to... Come now, we might be here on official business, but we're old friends. And as you may remember, I have a knack for tracking down errant sultanas. Some might say that knack is rather charitable. Ahem. I should be glad of the assistance. I'll take a look around here. Quizzing the locals will give me an opportunity to learn the recent goings-on in Old too. Well then, there's no time for the present. Fear not. With me in the case, this will be over before you know it. It's a man on a mission. Gonna be okay, man? She's supposed to be meeting us here. Maybe we should just wait for her to come to us. Just between you and me, Robin has never had much luck at finding Lady Lilira. Rather the opposite. Which isn't to say he's misinterpreting his capabilities. Perhaps his recollection of events simply differs somewhat from reality. So it's exactly that. He doesn't know what he's doing. Awesome. So we'll go find her then. Lady Lilira! The fuck are you? She's probably at the... That's not... What the fuck am I? No, yeah, Sapphire Avenue Exchange. That's probably where she is. Hang on. Putting up the thing again. There we go. Got it. Okay, sorry. The place is very pretty. Is that the tombstone gear? But white? That white tombstone gear? Oh no. It's level 60. Oh damn. Overrated? That's a pretty good name for a free company. Oh damn, they've got level 60 on deck. Maybe they're like doing... Oh wait, they're 61. I was about to say maybe they're living off of the free trial, which good on them, but they made it 61, so it's fine. I should really put materia on my gear. That's the thing I should do. It's been some time since I last combed these streets for young Lilira. As a matter of fact, Babashan and I would compete to see which of us could find her first. As I recall, most of the contests ended in my favor. Are they both lying to me? Or I don't know what is the true face. The trick, you see, is to look past the disguise and pay attention to the gestures and mannerisms. The tiniest movement that might give her away. Come, I'll show you how it's done. Follow Robon's lead. Try not to fall behind. Oh my god. So I was talking about Assassin's Creed, so... She's fond of perusing the stalls here. Is it her? Are you her? Got my eye on you, Mimi. That's her real name. It's you! The disguise is impeccable. Also a very fancy suit. It could be them! I doubt it though. What could she be? Small Timmy. How are you running? These pots, perhaps? Why would she be hiding in the pots? Dude, she's just out on a stroll shopping. Never known her to be this elusive. He's so sad. Well, that's odd. I've tried all the usual odds. So unless she's hiding inside a barrel or something equally nonsensical, she must be elsewhere. Gods, why she choose now of all times to run off? What if she's been abducted or run afoul of a beast? Perhaps we could try asking around? I was about to suggest the same. We'll find a lot quicker if we start by narrowing down who we're going to ask. Come to think of it, something Papa Sean said caught my ear. He thought Nanimo went on this excursion because of the emergence of the blasphemy and the beasts. Though I don't understand how her people are coping with the situation. If so, she'd be driven to seek out the most desperate and destitute. Pearl Lane, then. Might I ask you to lead the way? I admit my ability to track missing persons may have dulled somewhat. Got it. To Pearl Lane. Oh. I thought you were gonna follow me. Berlin has ever been plagued by pickpockets and like. I'll watch your back, so go ahead and give a search for Lilira your full attention. You know what the time this is? Hang on. You know what time it is for the photo op? Just do this. There we go. Do that. Do this. It's already bright enough as it is. Jesus Christ almighty. That's good. And character brightness is what's making it a bit too much. That's too dark. That's good enough. Do that. Do that. And then pick an emote. Pick one that would best suit Robon. That's pretty perfect. Just zoom in then. Yes. All right. I believe it's in this section, right? I don't know if it's pointing. Yeah, the arrow is pointing me here. Welcome to Pearl Lane. Yo, what up? Hey, yo, have you seen the little girl? She's a Lalafell. Do you see anyone? Ask about Pearl Lane. Well, it may not be immediately obvious. Conditions have improved considerably of late. Our Grace continues to support the rebuilding efforts in Giribania, which has led to the creation of jobs for many of the locals, both here and on the other side of Balso's wall. Some say money can't buy you happiness, but they've never tried living without it. Those who call Pearl Lane home never had the luxury of choice. The city's poorest live here, and as such are at greater risk of turning. Knowing this, I expect Lilira to come here from their plight. Oh, to learn from their plight. Yes, yes. Makes a good point. Anyone? Hey, yo, it's you. No, I can't have in. Raban's here. I can't tell him about my secret dealings. You're what? Nothing. Ask about the poor. In every society there are haves and have-nots. And seldom is this divide more solely felt than Eldar. Many of the young and able-bodied work for Laluito's as guards, though he earns more in an afternoon than most will in a lifetime. Yeah. Fuck that dude. You still not seen her? What the fuck could she be? Yo, Nanamo! I'm getting sick and tired of this. I want to keep going. Yeah, there you are. Goodness gracious. No. Lady Lilira. I almost skipped that by accident. Robon? Whatever you doing here? Didn't we have like a meeting? And Joanna too? Well, I am glad to see you both. Our meeting is not yet due to commence for several bells. What is the meaning of this? Excuse me? We're worried. And with good reason. These are far too dangerous times to be roaming about alone, Your Grace. Some things never change. But I assure you, I am quite capable of looking after myself. In my own city of all places. I was like, yeah, I guess our meeting wasn't... we could have waited then. More importantly, I wish to observe firsthand how the people have been faring of late, that I might be better prepared to participate in our discussion later. But I have finished. You will be comforted to hear. Then pray allow us to escort you to more amenable surroundings. Would you care to ride on my shoulder? Certainly not! You've already attracted more than enough attention. He's like a dad. It's like, I don't want to do that, Dad. God. You're embarrassing me. Is this the place? Yes, it is. I didn't even know. I usually just teleport around everywhere. They talking. Hey, hold up, how's it going? I'd have afraid you and the commander would find her. We did it, Papa Sean. I have a feeling the search would have taken rather longer if Rabban had been left to his own devices. Damn. Papa Sean just throwing out the shade. Oh, so you got all dressed up. With her poofy pants. She's always so silly. She looks like a giant onion. Like a red one. I thank you all for making the journey through these difficult times. It is my pleasure to properly make your acquaintance. On behalf of the people of Eorzea, allow me to express my sincerest gratitude for your continued dedication to our cause. With respect, Your Grace, I'm just a soldier. Was a soldier. Still, I say Commander Alden would not make such a distinction, and neither will I. You yet serve your people, and have provided solace to many of Ala Mhico's most vulnerable. If we are to deal with this threat, we must forearm ourselves with knowledge. I understand you come bearing information regarding the blasphemy and its victims. We have indeed. Hence the need to locate families of Crania Lupi members who have fled to Danalan. There's no need to end the struggles faced by Ala Mhican refugees, and those who once pledged allegiance to the Empire are no exception. But rest assured that, irrespective of their past, all will be treated with an even hand. All will be afforded such aid as I am able to provide. Magnanimous as always, Your Grace. I mean, that's what she does. If I might be so bold, I have a question. What do you have in mind for those most at risk of undergoing the change? Maybe we can give them some plushies and have them hug them? Make them feel happier? I believe there is but one recourse. Earnest and open dialogue. While some are born into unimaginable wealth, others suffer great hardship and oppression. The circumstances of our birth are beyond our control. Our fate's subject to the whims of the gods, some would argue. I once thought myself a prisoner to my fate, a figurehead, helpless to watch on as my people starved, a powerless puppet. I wanted nothing more than to cast it all aside, to free us all, but failed for my naivete. And then was afforded a second chance for my privilege. The world is unfair, terribly so, but we have the power to push back against it, inequalities and injustices, if not overcome them on blessed occasions, to love our neighbor and share in life's bounties, to open our hearts and come together as one. True words were never spoken. She's spitting facts. She's so cool. But without the support of the people, such words are not but vain platitudes. Thankfully, my recent attempts to make inroads with the monitorists have met with some success. Despite differing views on many subjects, we yet strive to find common ground. Common ground. We've been pouring all our efforts into aiding families in the Crania Lupi. Well, it seemed to help to a degree. Some have still succumbed to the interned. Of course, they're not the only ones in danger. Alamegans everywhere, whether they sided with the Empire, fought for the Resistance, or were caught in the middle, they all suffered. They all wake up in the night, at times haunted by the memories of death and despair. It's tough times. We know what can happen if those feelings are left to fester. You drink water. That's how tough it is. Alright. The legacy of Imperial occupation will not soon be forgotten, but rather than seek to forget, mayhap it is necessary to remember, to acknowledge and accept the truth of it, that they may properly mourn those they have lost. Aye, of remembrance. I propose we hold a memorial ceremony for those who died during the war. Everyone, no matter who they were or what they did, let them be loved, let them be hated, but above all, let them be remembered. And in the remembering of the dead, and in their honor and their sin, we, the living Alamigo, may yet find a sliver of common ground. I was gonna say silver. It's a noble sentiment, but bringing together people who have reason to distrust one another and risking inflaming tensions could be a recipe for disaster. Then again, we can't keep ignoring the married in the room and do nothing to address the situation. As long as we leave it to the individuals to decide whether or not to attend this ceremony, I think it's worth a try. Organizing an event of this scale will require a great deal of effort, so I offer my full support. Once you know what's needed, come to me, and we'll put the plan into action. Obviously, some will balk at the idea, which is perfectly understandable, so I'll be listening into their opinions as well. After all, we want it to be a ceremony that brings Alamegans together. And I was wondering, Your Grace, if I might ask about your approach to, well, talking to people, winning them over. As you can tell, I'm no politician, so I'd be grateful for any advice you can share with me. Why, I would be delighted to. As a matter of fact, I have a number of matters I wish to discuss with you. And on that note, I suggest you and I return to Alamigo. Yeah, politics? I don't need that. I got my staff with this horn. But good luck, Arnvald. Huh, I wonder what Abba and Ali would say if I could tell them I had a chat with the Sultana. I can hardly believe it myself. Oops, my bad. See you later, Papa Sean. To see the Sultana grow and become such a capable and compassionate leader, it brings a tear to my eye. Yeah, good on her. You click too many times now and then... There you go. Bear! Wait, is that a... Hang on. That blue was the theater, right? I thought there was like a sightseeing spot here. Hello, random person. What do you have to say? Uh-huh. Yeah, that scene was crazy. Yo! I knew Arnvald would make a good impression, but he's outdone himself. Not only has he found a new avenue in life to explore, he's taken it to it with considerable aplomb. While his proposed memorial ceremony is bound to have its detractors, I have faith that many will come around. Not all, but enough, I pray. For our part, we must stand at the ready for whatever may occur. I shall send word if they have any developments. Alright, what level are you at? 88? Okay, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 more quests. But I'm take a break because I have some food and it's getting a little cold. So I should probably eat some of it and then I'll be back in a bit. Probably. Well, let's try finishing this one at least. Alright. There you are, Joanna. Commander Alden has asked me to convey to you the following information. At present, we are looking into reports of missing relatives of Crania lupi with the cooperation of the Silver Griffins. We're currently searching for any clues as to their whereabouts. Thanks to concerted efforts of Ragnfrid and others, the general public has been willing to cooperate with our investigation, though many still harbor feelings of distrust for the collaborators and their kin. They've grown more receptive to their cause as a whole. Aldo's been making steady progress in preparing for the memorial ceremony. He plans to host a meeting between the various community leaders to go over their final details. In fact, he was wondering whether you could assist in delivering the invitations. If you can spare the time, you should be able to find him in the Mercantile District. Anyway, that's all for now. I have a few other matters to attend to, so if you'll excuse me, duty calls! I was checking the audio, and also I have to look for my charger, which actually look for. I just have to plug it in because my controller's gonna run out. Just connect this here. There we go. Gotta charge my controller, otherwise it'll be bad. If it runs out during the boss, that'd be funny. I was watching Calliope Mori a little bit. A clips of the Hololive EN girls playing Elden Ring. I see one of Calliope Mori's clips, and she's fucking fighting some people, and then her controller just disconnects, runs out of battery, and she's just standing still, and then she just dies. She's screaming in the background. So don't want that to happen to me. Thanks for coming. It should come as no surprise that planning a memorial ceremony for a whole bloody nation would keep a man busy. But by Rauger, this is something else. The hardest part's been gathering information on those who died in the war, especially when it comes to the skulls and other conscripts. And they're the ones we need to treat most carefully. If we don't acknowledge the crimes of our kin and all their painful truth, then we do a disservice to their victims, living and dead. But if we let people paint them as monsters who did monstrous things we believe we would never do, then we perpetuate a different but no less dangerous lie. As for preparing the event itself, I'm holding a meeting with the members from each of the settlements around Garabania. I sent invitations to most of them already, but I was hoping you'd help me with the last two. There's Mraznun in the Peering Stones, and Sarisha in Viranelia. I'll give you one for each. Got it. Hope they don't hate me. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they refuse, considering how their people suffered at the hands of the skulls, but I hope we can remind them that deep down we're all just people trying to survive, to protect our loved ones. We may have driven the Empire from our lands, but as long as we hold fast to the grudges born of their attempts to divide and set us against one another, we'll never be free of their legacy and cruelty. With that in mind, I've included an account of my experiences with the Silver Griffins and the people I've met. Victims, collaborators, their friends, and their family. Men and women who lived through it all. Survivors. Even if they refuse to join the ceremony, at least they will know and hopefully understand the reasons for holding the event. Granted, I've not had much practice in writing important letters, but I think they'll get the message. You being the one to deliver them will make a world of difference. I'm sure. Take care, won't you? Alright, I'll give him my best. Over at the Peering Stones. Literally, an aetheryte called the Peering Stones. Okay. Hello, would you like to come to this ceremony about the dead? Greetings, friend. It's been too long since last we spoke. What brings you to my village? Oh, it's a cutscene and everything. Oh, goodness gracious. So the rumors are true. I need not read this letter to full know its contents. I understand that Ragnfrid's volunteers are working to support the families of those lost in the war, which few will deny is a worthy cause, but not to include the relatives of the Crania Lupi. The Skulls watched the Empire slay us in the thousands, and they turned their cloaks and fought for our oppressors. And you would ask us to mourn the deaths of these curs alongside their victims. Oh my god, the second one is... I know you haven't even read the second one. Why is it so long? You have every right to be angry and to refuse. Arnval wishes only that you read his account before coming to a decision. God damn, this is like the longest sentence I've ever said. To dismiss it out of hand would be discourteous. Very well. How is this? Is it nice? Family. As none, my tribe is my family, and I know all too well the responsibility that brings. I would do anything to protect them. Anything. Loyalty, pride, conscience, my very soul, all are meaningless if I cannot ensure the safety of those I love. I suspect that some skulls have been faced with the self-same choice, but to see how their kin suffered, I cannot say I do not understand, though I wish that I did not. Their crimes will never be forgiven. They cannot be. But I and any others who are willing can offer our prayers to these tortured souls and the men they could have been. She gets it. She's smiling. She nodding. Just like I do all the time. I accept the invitation. Not on behalf of the M tribe, but as Moran's none. Although I will put the question to my people that they decide for themselves. I'm also eager to make the acquaintance of the person who wrote this letter. He's not wanted to turn a blind eye to the bitter truth, painful though it is to confront. The meeting will be the perfect opportunity to take his measure. He's a good lad. What the? Oh. The hell is this? I need to, before I accept this, like, should I read what this is? I don't, what is this? It gives me something. New contender, FF14. What does it do? It's a level 67 quest. Follow-up quest. Down but not out. What does it give? Is this the Ananta Beast tribe? It could just be, oh, it's a strange quest, a chain of quests for unlocking the Ananta. So that's fun. Okay, good to know. Also, Twitch, again, thank you for breaking. You're really cool. Okay, there we go. We got it. I'm so sorry. I was just very surprised. Like, I thought I was gonna make the same mistake I did in, Ishgard. By accepting a different quest. Literally, the firmament was right next to Amaric, and I was like, "Oh, this must be the continuation of the quest line." No, it's not. It's the firmament. Hello. Welcome. To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit? Take this invitation. Would you like to come? You can come in a dress. Your regular dress. You can come whatever. It's not, you know, it's not like suit or tie. It's not formal or anything. Then, as I suspected, there have been many rumors of such a ceremony would take place. Although you have traveled far to make this invitation, I must decline. We cannot mourn the loss of the fallen of the Crania Lupi to be counted among them. Like the Quillana, they choose to aid the Garlean oppressors, killing and bleeding for all those who pillage our lands. Cowards and traitors all. And are we to assume that Quillana, who died fighting for the Empire, will be honored as well? If so, that is all the more reason for us to refuse. My God! So many long choices. Let me read these. Alright. That is right. No one will say otherwise. I come only to present the letter and ask that you read it in full. This time it's coming from me. If you insist. Maybe you could be a good public speaker in the future. If she's convinced. No one was spared suffering in the occupation. Not the resistance, not collaborators, not the families of both. No one. That so many would die in shame and ignominy, having sold their souls only to lose everything, is a tragedy and a lesson. If they are forgotten, then the lesson of their folly is forgotten. For the sake of this land we call home, I will join you in remembrance, and implore my people to do the same. In mourning may we strengthen our ties with our neighbors as well. By together facing our past, we can build a foundation for lasting peace and prosperity. It would be my honor to attend the proposed meeting, and I look forward to personally thanking your friend are involved with this dedication. I and my peers have much to learn from the example he has set. He's a good lad. He's just trying his best. Alright. We did it. To the quarter. Hey, Armvald, you're still here. Who's this lady? What do you do here? That's the question, isn't it? Now that we're free, we are the Peregrines. Well, former Peregrines, I reckon. What are we to do with ourselves? That's what some of the Guardians call on. Means foreigner or some such. Can you believe it? I was a foreigner in my own bloody homeland. But no longer, I. We're free at last, and those Imperial horse sons dead or in chains. Who's the little Peregrine now, eh? Damn. Nice. This here's the Alamegan Quarter, a residential district of the newest bit of the capital. So don't misunderstand, new doesn't mean good or anything like that. The closer you live to the royal palace, the more favorite you are. So we poor bastards know the Guardians forced to live all the way out here are the lowest of the low, not more than chattel in their eyes. I of On were only fit to manual labor in eyes of the Imperials, poor as dirt and expendable. Who was to mourn if we got crippled or died doing dangerous work, eh? I tell you though, while we have won our freedom, there's still plenty of work to be done. Much of it's the same back-breaking sort, even. But at least we're doing it for ourselves and for Alamico. Cool, cool, cool. In fact, I'm doing that work now. Gotta get these people to come to a funeral. So, how do you fare with the fringes? They said that about me? It's rare for me to get such glowing praise, especially from renowned leaders like Sarisha and Razanoon. More importantly, though, they agreed to attend the meeting, and I've got you to thank for it. After all, I imagine it's hard to turn down an invitation when it's hand-delivered by the warrior light herself. Before I get ahead of myself, though, I must remember that this is only the beginning. Bringing everyone together is one thing, coming to agreement on an extremely divisive issue is a different kettle of fish entirely. as her grace was quick to point out. But as she taught me, if our cause is just and our hearts are true, those like mine will surely answer the call. An answer they have. While there are bound to be differences of opinion, I'm sure there is nothing we can overcome if we put our minds to it. To that end, I was hoping you could join us. If you've got time to spare, there are still a few loose ends Ragnfred will need, and I need to tie up beforehand, so we'll meet you in the palace as soon as we can. Just having you there will make a world of difference. Okay. Oh boy. Hello, Royal Palace Guard. Here for the meeting, yes? Yes, I am! Let's have a cool meeting! Seems to be here, of all places. Look at that person in the hood! Is that a Queequord? They're adorable! So while we agree upon the importance of the ceremony, we recognize that the inclusion of the Crania Lupi will be distressing for many. I too lost family at their hands, and I would never ask others to forgive and forget. But for all their crimes, they were all Amigans, just like us. None made the decision to side with Garlemald lightly. They had a choice, and they chose to betray us! Who among us have not made difficult choices for kith and kin? And do not forget that Fordola chose to stand between us and the Primal. What does that have to do with it? They are yelling. That Queequord is especially very active in yelling. Brothers and sisters, arguing will avail us not. Also, where the fuck is Lise? This is a very, Alamigo type of situation here. You'd think she'd be here, but okay. That's fine. I mean, it's glad to have Rob on here, though. The fate of Alamigo rests on my shoulders and yours. On those of every man and woman and child that calls these lands home. To uphold our honor, to strive our prosperity, to protect our loved ones, we all know the weight of these responsibilities. 'Twas that selfsame weight which drove many of our people to serve our oppressors, misguided as it was. And though they chose a different, unconscionable path, in the end we all wanted the same thing, to deliver our families from persecution, and they might live to see one more day. Because another day in shame and self-hatred was still better than none at all. The regretful dead are survived by their despair. The despair which threatens to drag us all into abyss from where there is no escape. Know that it surely will if we welcome it into our hearts in disdain for those who cannot forgive. Man, Robon knows how to give great speeches. But we Alamegans will not be so easily defeated. We will stand united and conquer this menace. It makes a good point. Okay, oh, damn. Every Alamegan who fought and died did so on the hopes that one day we would be free. And we are free. We are free by the blood of our fallen brothers and sisters. We are free. Free to lock away the pain and pretend it has no power over us, until it festers and takes us in our beds, and free to lay it bare and let it breed, to acknowledge and to mourn our people at their best and at their worst. The past is ours to bear, all of it, for ourselves and for future generations, so that they needn't suffer like we did. Let us make Alamigo a nation where no man is left behind, where he can make all the wrong choices and still be afforded the chance to make a right one. Good work, Armbold. Enough about this depressing past shit. Let's just have a cool funeral. Everyone seems to be not on each other's throats now. That's good. We see a lot of important people coming and going around here. Even though I should be used to it now, I can't help feeling nervous. That went better than any of us could have hoped for. You have my gratitude for your part in the proceedings, but we both know who the real hero of the day was. Did I say hero? Oh my god. This was all Arnvald's idea, and it was his words that finally won over the naysayers. Now that we have the community leaders on our side, we should have a much easier time convincing the rest of the citizenry. Of course, holding the ceremony is by no means our final objective. No matter what we say, some will refuse to attend. It is my hope, however, that it will still serve to provide a measure of closure for us all, and to ease the plight of the vulnerable and the ostracized. Speaking of which, you will recall the incident with Fordola in Alagana. The young girl she saved and her mother wished to thank her personally. Considering what happened last time, though, I have reservations. It will be a valuable opportunity to present a former skull in a more positive light. On the other hand, I don't need to tell you how unpredictable she can be. And that's more taking her echo into consideration. But that's a conversation for another day. Go and get some rest. You've earned it. Yeah, alright. A trail of skulls. Wait, what is this? Assaulted Davnarian cod. What is it with the cod? Why is these quests giving me fish? Something terrible has happened. What has happened? It's Fordola. She escaped. Oh my god. She was accompanying a squadron out on a training exercise. One moment she was there, the next she was gone. I didn't think much of it at the time, but she's been acting strangely ever since she went to meet that mother and child, you know? The ones who wanted to thank her for saving the girl's life. When I told Commander Alden about it, he went charging off to Alagana to ask them if they have any idea where Fordola might be. I thought about going after him, but when I heard you were headed this way, I reckoned it was better to send you in my stead. Godspeed, Joanna. Yeah, I'll go. Fordola! If there's a bomb in your neck, don't make me trigger it now. I'll do it. Maybe she figured out who the blasphemy was. Could. Yeah, because we still have no idea. I'll fight you as a healer, and I could still win. It's a long battle. Like a long battle. Shit. Oh, I could just heal myself though. I could just heal myself though. But it's a 96 health. Oh my god. You know, this is too long. I don't want to do this. Ow! Fuck off! Leave me alone! I did nothing to you! Even though I just attacked you randomly. Everything good? Have we done something wrong? I know you. You're friends with the brave lady, aren't you? God be good. What is she thinking? Maybe she figured out the blasphemy's identity and went to go kill it herself. I have no idea. I don't know why should we do this. Joanna, I wasn't expecting to see you here. You've heard what's happened, then? This is Fordola was beginning to earn our trust. She's given us the slip. As you may know, she wears a choker that's designed to do exactly that if its enchantment is triggered. It's supposed to prevent her from escaping. If I were to give the order, she would be dead within moments. And she knows that. She took the risk anyway, so I have to believe she has a good reason. That's what we're looking into now. We were hoping Clarel and the young Lily here could shed some light on the matter. Yeah, did you say anything to her? We'd like to ask you about your conversation with Fordola, if we may. Yes, of course. I know she's the butcher, or was at least, but it didn't seem right to go without thanking her. That's why I requested the meeting, to express my gratitude and my apologies. She was quiet at first, just stood there as we spoke, as if she weren't even listening. And then I mentioned the blasphemy, and she looked at Lily, and all of a sudden clutched her own head and out in agony. She saw a memory. The echo. Can you remember what you were thinking at the time? A man. The one I saw in the city. What? Who? Did he have something to do with all those people panicking? Oh no. I think he did. When I was waiting for you, I saw him. He was by himself. He looked poorly, so I asked if he was alright, and he said yes. He had a nice smile. Oh man. He got up and started walking, but then... He was shouting and screaming. I was so frightened, I didn't want to talk about it. Not even to Mom. I wish you'd said something sooner. I'm sorry, Poppet. This is my fault for leaving you all on your own. Oh. The man who turned into a blasphemy, I'd wager. The girl saw him, which means Fordola has now seen him too. There was one other thing. When Fordola was having her, funny turn, she said something. Charlie? No, Charlotte, I think. Yes, that was it. Ring any bells? Can't say it does. But if it has anything to do with the skulls, the Silver Griffins should have some information on him. We'd best have a word with Ragenfred then. Charlotte, huh? Oh no. You've both been very helpful. I also like to thank you for being so kind to Fordola. She may not have said it, but I'm sure it meant a lot to her. Yeah, she's definitely, doesn't like saying her feelings. I have a couple more things I'd like to ask, so I'll catch up with you later. Yeah, she's off to go fight the blasphemy on her own on a suicide mission, and I gotta go save her. Whatever she's dealing with, she needn't face it alone. I wish I could have told her that, even though I know she probably wouldn't have listened. Yeah, probably not. Why did the brave lady go? Oh. Fordola may well be everything people say she is, or worse. But she did us a good turn that day. I'll never forget it. Woo! Ragenfred? I have a feeling this Charlotte and Fordola are connected in some way. Charlotte, you say? Yes, that name did come up during our recent investigations. You good? As I recall, he served under the Viceroy during the occupation, and his whereabouts is currently unknown. He had an older brother named Ansfred, who won the Crania Lupi, which would give him a connection to Fordola. Is there anyone who can tell us more about him? Yes, an uncle. We recently helped find employment here in Alagana. He's actually the one who asked us to look for Charlotte. you'll most likely find him working at the Sleeping Stones. But as it happens, I was planning to bring him something to eat. I'll join you there shortly. There's the Peering Stones, the Sleeping Stones, the Rising Stones. How many stone locations are there? It's also like the bunnies. Sleeping way. Calming way. Cheating way. Fighting way. Killing way. You know, all the jazz. Oh, there's a fate here. It's a... Is that it? Why? Why is Cuboid... What the fuck are these things? Pious men say that gambling is a sin, and that those who lose themselves in games of trump and dice will be damned to the seven hells, where their spirits will become corporeal and manifestations of their worldly vice. As ridiculous as this may sound, the mere existence of the fell cropped makes a good case in favor of the pious. So these are because of gambling? That's insane. Like, yeah, gamblers, when they died, they just fucking became cubes. Hey man, what up? Everything good? There's a lot of those out there. Perhaps we should have asked what he looks like. Maybe a little bit. Whoops. So looking, eh? That's him over there. He also looks like the only one here, so maybe we should have asked him. I hope we're not interrupting. No, of course not. It's good to see you, Ragnford. My word, the Bull of Alamigo, and champion of the Alliance. What brings such esteemed guests to our humble quarry? At ease, my good fellow. We merely wish to ask you about your nephew. Charlotte? You found him? Sorry, we have bad news. No luck yet, then. Is there anything else you could tell us? More about his childhood, perhaps? It wasn't much of one, I'm afraid. Poor boy's life was ruined long before he had any say in the matter. His parents and I swore allegiance to Garlemald to secure ourselves and our kin's citizenship. For all the good it did us here, living amongst our countrymen who treated us as pariahs. Took its toll on him and his brother to be spat on as traitors by association. One thing led to another, and Ansford, together with most of his friends, joined the Imperial Army. That's how it started, you know. The Crania Lupi. Gaius' loyal little pups. Gaius? I didn't even know that was under Gaius' name. Do you remember the names of these friends? Yes, they had quite a reputation growing up. There was Emmeline, Rudolph. I thought you were gonna say there was Eminem. Yeah, man, I fucking love Eminem. He was cool. Can't believe he was in the... I can't believe he betrayed us, though. Damn, that sucks. And the angry little girl who'd grow up and become the butcher herself, Fordola. Yeah. That is a pretty good description of her, though. The angry little girl. Charlotte was part of their group too, yes? From what we've heard, he chose not to become a soldier. Wouldn't have lasted a day in training. He knew that better than anyone, of course. Not that it helped him feel any less guilty for turning his back on the others. He blamed himself for their deaths, for not stopping them when he had the chance. Not being strong enough to fight by their side. Maybe save them, maybe not. But he wasn't there, and he wished he had been. Then one day he was gone. Wherever he is, I hope he's safe and well. Oh boy. Should we tell him? So do we. Thank you. The information you shared should prove useful. And for you, I've brought some food. Why don't you call it a day and go and enjoy it with your family? He didn't even grab the food. He just fucking probably levitated into his stomach or pocket. Let him have peace for now. Back to Alagana. Yeah, okay. We're not that sure it's Charlotte. It's probably Charlotte. Yarnbell, what luck have you had? That little girl's worried about Fordola. As for the mother, well, it's complicated. Understandable, really. So not only was the brother a member of the Skulls, but Charlotte himself was a childhood friend of Fordola's. I'm told he refused the support of the Silver Griffins as well. He's been trying to make his own way for some time now. His brother and his friends died at Specula Imperators, save for Fordola, and the gods only know how he felt about her after that. Or how Fordola felt about Charlotte after seeing Lily's memory of him, transforming into a blasphemy. Brother of a man she killed and a childhood friend besides, she thinks she's responsible for this. That's why she ran, to kill the beast. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm worried about her. That's crazy. Never thought you would say that either. Fordola was a survivor and outcast herself, exactly the sort of person the Silver Griffins are trying to support. You've seen for yourself the sacrifices she's willing to make, and if you can learn to feel sympathy for her, maybe others can too. I think we have enough information for the time being. Let's return to the city and plan our next move. Yeah. It's time. That's not the city. Where? There it is. Oh, there it is. There we go. We got it. Can't wait to get this cod, right, Arnvald? Delicious. Why the fuck y'all keep giving me cod? I don't usually eat cod. I'm more of out of the fishes that I eat, and salmon steak is pretty damn good. And of course, shrimps. I've assigned a few of my soldiers to assist the Silver Griffins in investigating Charlotte's background. With luck, we'll find him quickly, and then we can prepare for what must come after. We're all but certain Charlotte is the one who transformed into a blasphemy, so there's naught to be done but to put him out of his misery. As for Fordola, I put Monago and her troops in charge of tracking her. Once they've found her, they have permission to lend whatever support they deem necessary. If it comes to it, I may ask you to join the search. Until such time, I ask that you take this opportunity to rest. Alright, the final quest! And the healer role quest line. Let's do it. Thank goodness you're here! Commander Alden needs you. See you right away. Follow me. It's time to fight this blasphemy. Oh god, I gotta heal. Here we go. Keep it contained until I arrive, but do not engage it if you can help it. Understood? He's got the bullhorns and everything. That was Monago. Her unit has found Fordola, or rather, she has found them. In fact, I have Fordola on the search party's link pearl. She wants a word with you. I finally get to talk to someone in a link pearl? It's been ages. Hello? Who's there? This is urgent, so be quiet and listen. The blasphemy, my friend, is right in front of us. I tracked him down, and when he spotted me, he started heading towards Specula Imperators. Look, Joanna, I need your help. Damn, she's asking for my help? That's insane. Never did that. Charlotte's not... He never wanted to hurt anyone. But this thing he's become is... I can't leave him like this. I've got to stop him, whatever it takes. I'm on my way. I owe you. This is Monago. Can you hear me? We've got the blasphemy surround. Oh? Hello? It's on the move. Get ahead of it, but maintain distance. We need to... Fordola, what are you doing? Fordola! Fordola! Uh-oh. Fordola, please. There's no time to waste. They need our help. Well, that's not good. Time to run ahead. Oh, wow. All right, then. Let's see. What do we got? Do we have any other gear? We do have gear. What the fuck? I have this better staff now. Perfect. And also, is it... Yes. Okay, this is how I target the green people. The green characters are NPCs. Good. I remember that. Oh, whoops. Hang on. Here we go. Radiata and Alagiri are not that far from Specula Imperatoris. If we let the blasphemy slip through our fingers, it doesn't bear thinking about. And while Fordola is determined to slay it by her own hand, we can't allow such a recklessness to put the lives of others in jeopardy. The time has come for action. Are you ready? Yes! Yes, sir. Oh my! Hold the line for as long as you can. Commander Alden and the Warrior Light will be here any moment. Stay strong. Here we come, baby! We just fucking kicked them. Well done. Leave the rest to us. Yes, sir. Get the injured to safety. Coward. Coward. Traitor to them. To everyone. What? Now? I need this now? You kidding me? Wait, was this a scene that happened? That I saw? I wish there was another way. So do I. But fighting is the only thing I'm good at. Makes me wonder how I ended up with such a clever brother. Aw, he's so sad. Too clever for my own good, maybe. Just the thought of going into battle. Not getting hurt. Not having to hurt other people. He's a bleeding heart, our Charlotte. Sooner befriend a fly than shoo it away. Much less kill it. I could kill if I wanted. I could. But you don't. And there's no shame in that. Leave this soldiering to us, Charlotte. We'll show the Guardians what we're capable of. Get the power and respect we deserve, and then things will change. They will, you'll see. We found a place for ourselves, and you'll find yours soon enough. Alright, that'll do, everyone who's listening. Meet back here tomorrow. Why is he walking up here? In the end, what good did I do? To give everything they had to give, while I hid like a rat waiting for the storm to pass. Coward, coward, coward! Ah! Oh no, he transforms! No! And then there he goes. Coward, coward. Better dead, better forgotten. It's not your fault. Charlotte, it's not. You didn't do anything wrong. And I... Come on, I'm the coward, the traitor, the butcher. I'll always be the butcher. Don't you dare, Fredola! You don't get to end it. You don't get to give up. I won't let you. Oh, damn. You have a lifetime to make amends and atone, to become something more than you were. But if you die here, you are everything they say. Everything you believe. Is that what you want? She's not going anywhere. Arnvald? Hey, yo, what up? You probably not get this close to the battle. Arnvald, why are you here? There's no one else I'd rather be. I can't fight by your side, but I can still cheer you on. I've seen your past, Charlotte. You were left behind while your friends rushed into battle. It's bloody hard, isn't it? Wanting to do something so desperately with every fiber of your being, knowing that you should be able to. You should, but you can't. So you find another way to support them. Your way. You did that too, didn't you? You were there for them, even if it didn't feel like it. But you were, Charlotte. You were. As a friend of mine once said, not all heroes are forged in the fires of battle. The history of Alamigo is written in blood. While we cannot change the past, we can change the future. And for that, we must all play our part. All of us. I'll go with... I'm gonna have to cheer on Fredola here. She's going through a lot right now. You too, Fredola. Ansford, Emmeline, one day we'll be together again, but not yet. You'd never hurt anyone, Charlotte. That's not who you are. You will be remembered as a kind soul you always were. Let's go! Blasphemy, Charlotte. Did not get any... I guess Charlotte's the only name we gave him. I'm counting on you. Alright, let's try to heal these people, because holy shit.
As one.
Got it. Oh. All right. Oh boy. This is a good spot, right? Hopefully. Oh shit! Rob on! Oh, why did I do that? Shit. I should probably focus on Robon now. Oh, there we go. Take that. Yes, 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 no problem. I am the healer. I'm doing my best. Damn it. It went on me instead. Didn't want to do that. Whatever. It's hard to heal the NPCs. Because there's not like they're not in a party list, so it's a little difficult. It's not too difficult, but yeah. That does at least heal them. That's good. Forgot to put regen on them. Say Clown's Call? Oh, Cloud's Call. I was like, clowns? Clowns? Hello? Woo!
Show them what we're made of!
Yeah! Why did I do cure 1? I'm not trying to get free cure, I promise. Oh. Oh, my MP's running low. I should probably do something about that, yes. Get a free hit as well. Yeah! Oh, damn. Damn! Alright, shit! Get him! Nice! Damn, you did 19 damage with that LB? Shit. Also, let me see. What did one of the lines say when she was fighting him? You'll be remembered as the kind soul you always were. Memories. Oh, really gonna play this track? Really? Damn, it's making me tear up. I swear. It's also this track. It has hands. Thank you. I mean it. No problem, you know, it's all in day's work for someone like me, I guess. High five! We did it! For a second, I almost thought you wouldn't do it. I was like, I am walking away, or I'm punching you. Yeah, so far out of the 3 that I've done, this is probably the best one. Yeah, alright. Good on them. That being said, the bar was pretty... It's a little hard to beat the worst one. The tank one is the bar so far. I've been looking everywhere for you. Have you now? What a good quest line. Damn. Well, Fredola, for violating parole, you'll be detained for 5 more years on top of your life sentence. That doesn't mean anything, but whatever. We put down the last remaining beast spawn by the blasphemy. It's a pity we couldn't do naught for those who turned, but that we were able to prevent further casualties is nothing short of a miracle. It's astonishing, too, looking back at Charlotte's case. Although his existence spurred others to transform, he never attacked any settlements or travelers. Even when he underwent a change in the middle of a crowded street, those who were present escaped with minor injuries at worst. I think that deep down his compassion is what kept the raging blasphemy at bay. The only time he emerged from hiding was to journey to the place where his brother died. Yeah, it's pretty tough. Aye, it's clear that he still retained some semblance of his former self. Another victim in the Empire's terrible legacy, along with his friends and so many others. But the Crania Lupi wasn't the creation of the Imperials alone. Many of those youth sought a place with them because they were denied one of us. That's why the memorial ceremony is so important. Their chance to face our past together. To give them in death what we couldn't in life. To not deny anyone a place in memory, even if it hurts or makes us feel ashamed. You'll be attending too, won't you? I haven't been ordered to, so I suppose not. In light of your leal service to Alamigo, I intend to have the conditions by which you are bound eased. Providing that I am able to obtain approval, you will be granted a degree of freedom. At the very least, we should soon have no need for that choker. There'll be no objections from me. You've done well. If I didn't know any better, I think you were smiling. Wow. Well, I for one wouldn't be happier her efforts are being recognized. It gives me much more motivation to continue my work with the Silver Griffins and bring people to Alamigo closer together. Gotta do my best to keep up with a certain little lordling, eh? Yeah, he's helping out in Garlemald. He's doing his best. I think we're done for today. Time we got some rest. I'm gonna go collapse in the bed. Raban, I love you. But talking your lines hurts my throat. Can we please stop? Allow me to express both the Guardian of Alamigo and as your sworn comrade, to express my thanks for coming to our aid in these desperate times. I couldn't even read that correctly, obviously. No matter what matter of distaste may befall us, your presence alone is enough to keep the flame of hope burning bright. Even someone on the very precipice of despair. Oh wow, the light just turning on as he says that. It's very cinematic. As such as Fredola can find salvation in your guiding light. I would like. Oh, a lot of these are pretty good. Heavens forbid people stop throwing themselves in harm's way at every opportunity. That'd be really nice, you know. Flashbacks to Ultimate Duel. And put your healers out of a job? Not a chance. Huh. Though in all seriousness, we could all stand to take fewer risks. In any case, it's safe to say we've all benefited enormously from your sterling work here. We couldn't ask for a better healer, or a better friend. Yeah. Although probably a better healer, trust me. Our ambassador at Ratsathan will be relieved to learn of our successes here. If you happen to cross paths, give him my regards, would you? I do have to turn this in, so yes, I will do that. Give me that. Time to go. I don't care if it's... It actually costs a lot less here. I don't know how. Maybe it's closer, I guess. Makes sense. Sure. Let's complete this quest line here. Are there time zones in this game? Because it was night here and it was night over there. I guess. I don't know. I'm on top of the table. Hello, old delegate. We heard you've been doing a lot of good work in Alamigo and Ota. Still who better tell than hero of this hour? Greetings. How goes in Alamigo? Everything is okay. We did it. Eliminating blasphemies, helping organize a memorial ceremony. They've certainly kept you busy. A fine example of going above and beyond the call of duty. I'll be sure to send a word of your exploits to Ul'dah. Wait till Sultana hears about this. Her Grace will not be the only one to welcome this news. On behalf of the grand company of yours here and our allies, allow me to express my most heartfelt gratitude. Yeah! Drop specific gear for level 90 healers is now available. Morning Guild. How big is my... It's getting a little full. Gonna have to sell some things soon. Two more left.